Hi, my name is Calvin Chi, and this is my paper presentation on greenwashing. My topic is about the product Fiji water, and during this presentation, I will discuss some of the claims in which Fiji water chooses to be sustainable, and then I will analyze these claims and discuss possible greenwashing methods that they use. Okay, so just to give a brief background information on Fiji water. So Fiji water is one of the most popular brands of water in the world. It is actually the #1 imported water in the United States. So Fiji water comes from the Fijian Islands, shown in the picture below. And this water is quite unique because the water remains untouched and does not receive any human or outside contact until it is opened by the consumer. So these are some of the ways that Fiji water has chosen to be socially and economically sustainable. So the Fiji Water Foundation created these rainforest conservation projects, and this has created thousands of jobs to the local communities. They also protect many of the watersheds on the Fijian Islands, and this allows for future income sources to the communities. Some of the social aspects includes providing clean water to rural areas. They have built educational facilities for the children, and they provide healthcare to underprivileged communities. Though social and economic sustainability is quite important to Fiji, environmental sustainability seems to be the most important to them. So by looking at the pictures below, it is clear that Fiji water claims to be a very environmentally friendly product. As you can see, one of the ads states, "Every drop is green," and in the other picture, it says that Fiji water is a carbon negative product. And for a product to be carbon negative, it means that the product actually removes more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere than it produces. And this is quite unique because this was actually the first brand of water to make such a claim. So with all these claims of being green, it raises the question if Fiji water is actually greenwashed. So after some research, I found that while the water does come from Fiji, the bottles are actually produced in China in a diesel-fueled factory. Also, the bottles are a unique square shape that actually uses more plastic than bottles of other brands. Obviously, diesel and plastic is very harmful to the environment, meaning that Fiji only showed certain aspects of being green while excluding environmentally harmful facts about them, making this a sin of hidden trade-off. Another method of greenwashing was their label of being carbon negative. So when Fiji claims to be carbon negative, it's extremely misleading. What I found out was that when they stated to offset 120% of their CO2 emissions, it did not actually mean the offsets had to be currently occurring. It could just simply be anticipated actions. So Fiji actually doesn't remove more CO2 than they produce. They just take credit for carbon removal that may or may not take place up to several decades in the future. There are also some additional statistics that I found showing that they planted 250 acres of trees, which corresponds to 400 metric tons of CO2 removal. However, they produce 85,396 tons of CO2, which is significantly higher than the amount of CO2 that they remove, showing that they are far from being a carbon negative product. So after finding all these things out, I was very shocked. I was especially surprised of how you could just label yourself carbon negative and not actually be carbon negative. It was also surprising that Fiji would use plastic bottles from a diesel factory while claiming to be such a green product. It has caused me to change my way of thinking on the green label. I basically realized it is very easy for many products to deceive consumers in being green when they are actually not. I have now changed my perspective and am more aware of any green label an ad might give. In conclusion, I feel that there should be new policies on how to label green products. There should be strict guidelines in being able to call a product green. Also, while I feel consumers should have some level of awareness on a green product, I feel it is the responsibility of the corporations and the government to have reliable content on ads and labels. They should be making sure that a green label actually means it is a green product, or at least provides all the facts of the product. Consumers shouldn't have to feel tricked by companies and should be able to trust all of the labels. Overall, I hope companies can stop from greenwashing methods so we can move towards a more sustainable world. Thank you.